Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more of the Flashpoint DLC for BattleTech, picking up right where we left off in the last video, in the middle of a battle, which is an assassinate mission. Our target is this guy here. Now, I don't know which of the two medium mechs this is. I know one's a trebuchet, and the other one I'm guessing is a Shadowhawk. But we'll see once we reveal them. I still have two pilots left to go this turn. I think we can go with Revere, although do we actually get into a position to fire on anybody? We can if we stay where we are, but that'd be not ideal. What about if I jump? Well, if I jump, I can get a shot on the fire starter, but I would be running extremely hot at that point. And if the fire starter could fire back at me, which it very much could, whether or not the AI would do the right thing to do that, I don't know, but well, I could use Vigilance to get the initiative advantage on my opponents if I stay still. How bad off is this Jenner? Oh, so if I hit it pretty much at all, unless I hit it in the leg or the head, it has one hit point. You gotta be joking. So this mech should already be dead, pretty much, if I had gotten a little luckier on things. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and attack here. We'll do a multi-target. A and B. I might not be able to sling too much firepower here. Probably having to turn off at least one of these lasers. I'm not really sure with that third laser if we'd overheat. Well, we're going to fire one on each. If I get really unlucky with this medium laser, then this is complete wasted fire.
Got it, Commander.
Okay, it's dead. Good. And then the fire starter. This is just a fire-to-fire kind of thing.
This isn't going on.
Now, my mechs are running extremely hot. So, that is a little bit of the challenge of what's going on. We don't know what this other light mech is either. At least I don't think we've established that. It could be another fire starter, which would be, you know, potentially really hazardous to me, considering how much heat we have built up at this point. Now, I could get in here and fire away at that guy, but the chance to hit is actually pretty poor. So as a result, I'm actually going to take the Griffin's turn pretty conservative here. Actually, no. May not be the best move for me. Instead, I'm going to jump up. It's like I'm conflicted because part of me is saying, like, jump up here and just rest for the turn, but I kind of feel like that's not the right move. I just don't want to get hit by this Firestarter's flamers and get overheated. And it'd be very difficult, I think, for me to take this guy out. I mean, in theory, I may be able to damage him. I think the right move is just to try and get better positioning and just brace up here. Try and cool off so that this Firestarter isn't as big of a threat as it may be. Because really, I mean, if the AI does it right, which they may not. Well, that's right, it's a Panther. I knew that. But yeah, if this Firestarter did his job right, what it would do is it would just come in very close range, which would probably be able to pull off, and just hit me with the flamers, and really not a whole lot I could do about that. We're going to go ahead and reserve, though, anyway. Instead, it's just going to back off and do nothing. I mean, it could potentially fire some medium lasers here, which it misses. All right. So my goal is to kill it dead, if I can.
Awaiting orders.
I can't see it, though. Kill it dead. Not without moving forward.
I live to serve.
And we know we couldn't fire off many of our medium lasers. I get the feeling that this Firestarter can only see my Jenner. It can't see my other mechs. So there is like a kind of a reason why we would want to I mean, because we're running hot. We'll do a bit of maneuvering.
On my way.
I'm fairly confident I can establish a direct line of sight without needing to lock anyone up. So maybe we lock up one of these guys instead. Like, for example, the Panther, who we know has not moved. I mean, it's not physically moved. So
Sensors locked on.
shouldn't be that bad of a target. These two haven't moved yet, so... Oh, did I mess that up? I thought that was a Panther. Okay, well, there's a Shadowhawk. And I guess they can't see me. So my option of just hanging back is not really as valid now. Because we know the trebuchet will just unload on me. But, you know, honestly, we've got a lot of damage reduction. Let's just reserve. Well, this will hit, but it's on my hunchback. We can take those hits.
Barely hit, Commander.
The trebuchet may run out of ammo. I really don't want to use that strategy, because that does require me taking damage. Alright. Let's start this off.
Standing by.
Yeah, let's have the Griffin move up. We could use Vigilance to give ourselves good initiative and also good protection. So we can kind of do a hit and retreat. So I'm not surprised to see that's a trebuchet. That was a lot of firepower slung our way. So yeah, I'm going to use Vigilance here. And then I'd like to really hurt this fire starter if I can. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to multi-target. So it's going to be A, B, D. C is going to be the SRMs. And then we're just going to do a split like that. All right, fire.
Engaging multiple targets.
This is just to get through evasion where possible.
Primary target is taking damage.
Trebuchets don't have a lot of armor, so we might take some shots there. Okay, took out an arm. That's good.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
All right, now we can go with Harley.
Aye, aye.
I'm going to have to move forward because I want to be able to attack more targets than what I can currently attack. I can't hit the fire starter if I move there. All right, let's try a different position. Yeah, the line of sight here is all kooky. I want to be able to hit the trebuchet. So I may have to ignore the fire starter. So I can do that. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do here.
Confirmed.
We're going to move up like this. It's kind of risky because we're putting ourselves out in the open. But it's going to be multi-target. You're going to be A. You're going to be B. And then B will sling the AC-5 shot. Because it seemingly is the same chance to hit. Alright, fire away.
Roger that.
Alright. I think that unfortunately hit a leg, which we really don't want to be hitting.
What do you need?
Alright, so let's take a look at our multi-target capabilities. I think sadly I have to try and take this fire starter out. So you're going to be A. even though you're not very easy for me to hit. You're going to be B, and fire away.
Roger.
Okay. Firestarter looks like it's going to go first. And it's only going to fire a medium laser. Too bad.
Systems holding.
Alright. I don't think I can really rough up the Panther before it gets a chance to go.
Yes, Commander.
Can move in like this. That's actually the better shot because it's a closer range. And we're going to light up the trebuchet. We want to light up the trebuchet because the trebuchet can do a lot of damage.
Going.
So it is a pretty big threat. And focusing my damage in this way on one side would be nice. We got rear shots against the Shadowhawk. Tempting, but I'm not going to do that because it's not as big of a threat as the trebuchet is. So fire away.
Confirmed.
I didn't pay attention to the heat scale, but I think we'll be all right.
The Cobra strikes.
Panther's going to back off. Actually, it's going to come at me at a very roundabout fashion. All right. So I'm going to multi-target here. Firestar is moved into a position where I can't actually see it, so you're going to be A, you're going to be B, and B is going to be the SRMs. Actually, is that right? No, it's going to be the lasers. Yeah, I guess that's the way I'm going to cut it, because these are still good shots. Not as the high damage as I would like to do, but...
Engaging multiple targets.
Alright, now we can move back if we wish. Honestly, not sure we do want to move back like that. Yeah, we'll move back a little. All right. Shadowhawk is gonna back up a bit and do nothing. Okay, perfect.
Commander?
I'm gonna just hit the trebuchet who hasn't moved yet. I think that's what we want to do. We should use Precision Strike as well to make that more a thing. And I remember correctly, we want to go after the torso section. So we want to go after somebody somewhere that's already damaged. All right. Oh, okay. So one's in the arm. So the one in the arm is actually a bigger threat. So yeah, we'll go after this torso section.
Confirmed.
All right. Well, the arm being taken off is still good. Because that does remove one of... No, that one's in the torso section. I keep forgetting. Because we did the Precision Strike, we get another attack before it gets a chance to go. Perfect. And then we're going to multi-target again. We might not be able to get away with too much more of this, but you're going to be A, and then I guess you're the only one that we have a direct line of sight of. Okay, Huh. Alright, I guess I'm not in range. No, I'm not. Well, I'm not going to move up because I'm not sure I can afford the heat right now. So we're going to go after the trebuchet for the reasons I've already mentioned.
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay. That hurt, but not enough. Stop this damage from coming in. There's going to be a lot of crap coming our way. That Hunchback is not going to be feeling good.
I can't take much more of this.
Alright. Now, the Firestarter is a real threat.
I'm here.
So we do have to do something about it. So if I move here, I get a rear shot. That's perfect. Not a great shot, though. Do we really want a rear shot? What is this thing's armor looking like? It has no armor, so attacking it from the rear makes absolutely no sense. This may just be a move to get into a position to do damage. Oh, that sucks. I can't get close enough to really make this work out. It's just the way the elevation works in this game is that's taken into account for your range. So it's really tricky oftentimes to use height to your advantage. I may end up having to go for the Shadowhawk rear attack instead of the Firestarter. So I don't like that idea because I'm afraid of what's going to happen to Hunchback here. Take the rear shot that's in front of me. Yeah, the Hunchback's taking really heavy damage
Took a hard
now.
hit there.
We need to do something about that. And here comes the Firestarter, exactly what I was afraid of. Thankfully, it didn't get close enough. Alright. So, no doubt about it, the Hunchback is going to back off now.
They're blowing through my armor.
Yeah, I know.
Commander?
Alright, we're just going to get into cover, because that'll give us damage reduction.
On the move.
Then we're going to try and take out that Firestarter with what we can fire here, because, I mean, we are quite hot at the moment. If we turn off the AC-5, we're fine. This isn't a great shot anyway, so...
Affirmative.
Yeah, but it is enough to kill him.
Mech destroyed.
So at this stage, I'm not sure if they can actually see my mechs that are over here, but they could just walk up and see. And no surprise who they're going after here. So this is a situation where I have to do as much damage as I possibly can to the Firestarter, because the Firestarter will be able to unleash a huge amount of damage here if I do not do something about it right now. So, Trebuchet is there. Yeah, I think this is no doubt about it. We're going to move up very aggressively here and go after the Trebuchet. I have faith that we'll be able to do a lot of damage here. I may want to use Precision Strike depending on how hard the shot is. Yeah, we're going to use Precision Strike here just to do as much damage as we can. And I'm not going to mess around here. We're just going to go straight for the center torso, try and get the kill.
All weapons committed.
Because if I'm able to focus it in, not sure I did, but if I could have, we would have gotten the kill.
Enemy mech.
Well, we did clip off some of the damage potential of a Trebuchet, and we also precision struck it, so we can now follow up on that with multi-target. You are going to be A, and you are going to be B. In theory, we should get the kill, because the Trebuchet is probably really hurting at this point.
Copy that.
I didn't pay attention to the heat, hopefully we're not overheating. Alright, that's a confirmed kill. Time to head for the evac point. Okay. Guess we'll find out here if I'm going to overheat. Oh, okay, no. Here comes the Panther. Who is going to fire at the Griffin. That's good. We don't want them firing at my Hunchback anymore. Okay, so my goal here with Revere
I'm receiving you.
is to try and get another back shot if I can. But if not, we'll just attack from one side to focus the damage. That will work as well.
Rolling.
The Panther is tempting target because it's a rear shot, and we haven't really done much damage to the Panther, but we're going to go with what is more a sure thing here, unfortunately. Now, am I overheating there? It's saying no overheat alert. Whenever it beeps like that, though, I think it's going to overheat, so we'll just go with this. Not sure we're going to really do any meaningful damage here. I mean, in theory, if we're able to blow through the right torso, we could take that out.
Got it, Commander.
There we go.
Oh, I like that.
I'm not sure we really reduced the meaningful firepower, but hey, it's something. Okay. Another mech taking damage that we're going to have to repair. That's unfortunate.
Critical hit. Bad one, I think.
Alright. Critical hit? No, it wasn't a critical hit. You confused me a little bit with your terminology. Alright, let's start this off with
I'm
Truck,
here.
who is going to multi-target. And you're going to be A, and you're going to be B, and B is going to be the LRM-20. Fire away.
Roger.
I don't expect the Shadowhawk to survive this turn. The Panther, maybe.
Standing by.
Gnarly is just going to sit put and attack. We're going to turn off the large laser and switch to the AC-5. Okay, in theory, we can get this kill. We have to hit both in the center torso, though, which we didn't just do. And I didn't take into account the damage reduction either. Alright, so this is just going to be moving for position. Maybe if I get in the face of the Panther, it will focus damage on me. And if it tries to go past me, we could just flank it, so there's that too. Alright, you really can't have much health left, so I don't want to overkill this too badly. So A and B is going to be the SRMs. I really hope I get the kill here, because otherwise I'll be kind of upset. Of course I whiff. Well, we may be able to finish it off with the Jenner.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Of course, you're gonna run forward. Thankfully you miss. Alright.
I'm your spaniel.
Sure, you're my spaniel. I'll take that. We need a precision strike here to knock him down in initiative, even if it isn't a very big damage output. And we're gonna go for the center torso, looking, well, you know what? Let's go after that leg. Does that make any sense to do? No, it doesn't. Center torso.
Engaging.
There. Super overkill, but we needed to make sure he was dead.
Enemy down.
Alright, so can 3 mechs kill one? One that has no cover. And one that we're going to get a rear attack on with the Griffin. So we're just going to try and myrtleize the guy with
Aye, aye.
my other mechs. I do have to realize I can't fire absolutely everything here, but we're going to fire as much as we can because he has no cover.
Firing.
And this should hurt pretty badly. Honestly, this might be a situation where attacking from the rear makes no sense because he probably has fresh armor in the rear. So I'd have to check that. Yeah. There's no armor in the front, so can't get away with the large laser, so we just fire this.
Taking the shot.
Scratch another target.
Bye. Okay, that should be everybody.
That's a kill.
Command of the area has been cleared. Darius has given me the green light to land immediately. Hold position.
Mission successful.
Indeed it is. Alright, so we get our bonuses. That's nice. Unfortunately, we have repairs to do on 2 of our mechs, so time is going to need to progress, so I may have to start thinking about... Well, we'll see. We'll see the situation, but that's 2 mechs down. I don't think I have enough backup mechs to make up for that. Like, we have the Vindicator, so the Hunchback could easily be replaced. The other Vindicator, I'm not so sure, so... Okay, let's see what kind of salvage we get. So a lot of light mechs here. I already have 1 Shadowhawk, and we have no more additional parts. So, is there a weapon we actually want? Another M15 would be a good pickup, as we don't really have any of those, and they could be useful. I think we do pick up the Trebuchet nonetheless, as it can be a good support mech for us. With these new game rules, though, of where we don't get any weapons in it, it's going to be a lot harder for us to load out. And as a result, I am going to grab the other M15, just because we haven't really seen many opportunities to get one of those. And right now, weapon systems, they're kind of important for us to get more variety than we currently have. So that's what I'm going to pick up. Let's see what else we get. We do get the Shadowhawk part, which is good. I was actually thinking about picking that up. We get an SRM2 and a medium laser. Those 2 aren't all that exciting, and then some other stuff. But hey, we got the important stuff, so that's what matters. All right, so we have a number of things to do here. Now, I did discuss the fact that we may want to take that AC5 out of the Hunchback, and we have to repair the Hunchback anyway. So, first off, in my mech bay, I just want to see, what could we do another mission? So, the 1 Vindicator could replace the Hunchback. That's not a problem. What is the problem would be what replaces this Vindicator. And honestly, it'd have to be a lighter mech like the Panther, which we could do considering the difficulty level of some of these missions. So we could continue forward without having to spend any time on it. Without a shadow of a doubt, we are going to... I was going to say repair, but it's saying refit. Oh, one of my jump jets got destroyed. Oh, I guess I did take a critical hit, huh? We'll do this. So we have to remove the jump jet and replace it with a different one. Yeah, we have plenty of jump jets, so that's not a big deal. It does mean it will take longer, I think, to repair. No, actually it won't. It's still 1 day. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else we need to do. So that's all good to go. Yeah. But what I could do with the Hunchback is I could set it up to be the traditional Hunchback loadout, which is the AC-20 loadout. Which is not a bad loadout. Now, I would have to scale back the armor, and that would take some work. I don't really remember 100% how the armor was, and there's no button, I don't think, to set it up to the default loadout. So we'd have to just play around with it and do things in a way that makes logical sense. But yeah, I mean, the default loadout of a Hunchback is pretty decent, so I wouldn't be too upset with that. Then we use the AC5 to put it in the Shadowhawk. But really, it's going to come down to how do we want to really load out the Shadowhawk. It's got a few missile slots. We could go with a very missile-heavy loadout, although I would be kind of echoing the loadout we already have with our Griffin. Because I have an absolute ton of SRM6s. So we could go with a couple SRM6s, maybe even 3 SRM6s if we're going to go that route. The question is, how much tonnage do we have to work with? So let's take a real quick look at it. Do a little bit of brainstorming here. So I have almost 20 tons to play with. Now, in theory, we'd probably want to put the 5 jump jets back on here. So there's 2.5 tons right there. So that'd put it up to 39. So we'd have whatever we have left over after that to play around with here and see what we could do. And in that case, 3 SRM6s would be, if my math is correct, that would be 9 tons. And then we'll plus whatever ammo we wanted to use. Because these are, what, 3 tons? Yeah? Oh, yeah, 3 tons. So that'd be 9 tons for that. And then it would be... We only have 1 energy weapon slot, so that'd be, let's say, a medium laser. So we're looking at 10 tons there, and then whatever ammo we want. Let's say we do 3 tons of that, just to be safe. So, yeah, we're looking at 13 tons. So we should have plenty to mess around with other stuff. Probably some heat sinks would be nice. And then whatever else we can manage. So we don't really need that AC-5 if we don't want to. Now, that might not be the most ideal loadout, though, because it is a loadout that is another close-range brawler. And yeah, that'd be nice, but we're kind of already having a number of those. So we have the Hunchback, which is a close-range brawler. We could even make it more so that... Well, right now it's set up for more long-range play, but if we set it up with a traditional Hunchback, it would be more of a close-range brawler. We have the Griffin 1S. We have the other Vindicator. So what we're really lacking is a backup support mech. We do have 3 missile slots, so in theory we could do that kind of setup using LRMs. But again, I'd have to look at things and what have you. But that's kind of where we're at. How we want to load out the Shadowhawk. We could do a bunch of LRM-5s. It's a real efficient way to get decent firepower with not investing the tonnage. You lose out a little bit in heat generation, I believe. I'd have to look at that specifically on the components themselves. So the great advantage of an LRM-5 is it's only 2 tons versus an LRM-10, which is going to be 5 tons. So you take 2 of these, you have the same firepower an LRM-10 would have, but you're saving yourself 1 ton. So that's kind of the advantage of the LRM-5. But the question is with heat. Yeah, so 2 LRM-5s would be 12 heat versus 10. So the bigger you get in size for the LRMs, you may be losing out a little bit as far as tonnage efficiency or weight efficiency, but you are gaining in heat efficiency because 4 LRM-5s, which would be enough to equal an LRM-20, is going to be 24 heat versus the 18 heat here. So that's kind of the trade-off you make. This would be 8 tons, this is 10 tons. So you save 2 tons here, but the downside is the extra heat. So that is something we could do with this mech because we have a decent number of missile slots. We could do 2 LRM-5s and LRM-10 or, you know, something like that. A lot of it depends on how much tonnage we have to play with, how much tonnage of ammo we want to use, what other weaponry we want to have. We only have 1 energy weapon slot, so that doesn't give us a lot to play with. We could use a large laser, for example, but that's 5 tons. So, you know, it's a lot of decisions that I'm going to have to make on that, but we'll play with that in a future video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.